Vice Chancellor Dr. M.A. Ashari, Sri C.M. Ibrahim, Janab Ibrahim, and all the students from different Marcus schools, my greetings to all of you, all the teachers also, my greetings. Friends, I am indeed delighted to address such a beautiful environment, nice buildings, nicely dressed people, following the religions faithfully. And also I would like to interact with the students of Science Colleges of Jamia Marcus on the occasion of the event Technical Inspiration. I am happy that Marcus has built a reputation for his contribution for providing modern education combined with Islamic teaching, particularly also orphans education and orphans care. My greetings to all of you. I am very happy to be in the midst of science students. All of you science students? Science has grown. I am very happy to be in the midst of science students. Science has grown and blossomed and will blossom. What is the nutrient for the growth of science? What is the nutrient for the growth of science? It is only question and question. Nutrient for the science is, it is only question and question till you get an answer, experimentally or theoretically or both. I would like to talk on the topic, questioning mind is the nutrient for the blossoming of science. The topic I am going to talk for next 15 minutes. Questioning mind is the nutrient for the blossoming of science. What's the topic? What's the topic? Questioning of mind, questioning the mind. Questioning the mind is the nutrient for blossoming for science. Now, dear friends, when I see all of you, all this side, that side, all of you, I strongly feel every one of you assembled here, you are unique in your own way. Remember, you are unique in your own way. Let me share with you some experiences. Now look up, there is a big light here, there's a light here. When you see the light and bulb, whom do you remember? Whom do you remember? Light and bulb. Very good. The girls are very responsive. Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison, for his unique contribution toward the invention of electric bulb and his electric lighting system, we remember him because he is unique. Now friends, every day in your Marcus institution, aircraft will passing through. When you see the aircraft, whom do you remember? Wright brothers, yes, you are right. Two Wright brothers who flew the aircraft when people said it's not possible. 1903, Wright brothers flew the aircraft. Now, all of you have got mobile telephone in the home, and you have a regular telephone in the phone. When the phone rings, telephone ring. Very good. Alexa, now that's a competition. Okay. Alexander Graham Bell discovered in 1885 telephone. At that time, he did not have a laboratory to build a telephone. He built the laboratory in his brain, okay? In his brain. So friends, now I'm going to tell you about an Indian scientist. He was traveling 1930s from London to Calcutta. When he was traveling, one evening, sun was shining. Then the sky was blue, horizon was blue, and sea was blue. He asked a question, why sky is blue, and why the sea is blue when sun is shining one evening? That question, he worked very hard. And for 4 years in Calcutta, then he got a Nobel Prize. Okay? Who is that? Very good, C.V. Raman. Very good. C.V. Raman got his Nobel Prize for scattering of light. There was one lady who got 2 Nobel Prizes. Only lady in the history, that is Madame Curie, got the Nobel Prize for discovering the radium, and also characterizing twice he got the Nobel Prize. Now friends, similarly a great mathematician was discovered by Hardy, Cambridge University. He was unique for his discovery on the number theory. He is known throughout the world. Can you think of? Srinivasa Ramanujan. So friends, now I want to tell you, when I said light, shining, bulb, immediately you said Thomas Alva Edison. Children said Thomas Alva Edison. When I said aircraft flying, you can think of Wright brothers. When telephone bell rings, you can think of Alexander Graham Bell. And the number theory, immediately you are reminded of Srinivasa Ramanujan. Scattering of light, you remember Sir C.V. Raman. And the 2 Nobel Prize winner, you remember the Madame Curie. Now, why you are remembering? Why you are remembering these people? Can you tell me why you are remembering? I said light, immediately you can remember. I said telephone, you can remember. Backspectral light, you can remember. Why? What makes you to remember? What makes you to remember? Speak. They are special people. They are unique people. They are unique people. The question is whether you want to be unique. Question is whether you want to be unique. Friends, so far I have met 15 million youth in India and abroad in a decade's time. I learned every youth wants to be unique. That is you. But the world all around you is doing its best day and night to make you just that everybody else. Every youth wants to be unique. But day and night, everybody else working against you to make you everybody else. So don't fall for that prey. Now, the challenge, my young friends, is that if you want to be unique, you have to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight, and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place, that is unique you. Friends, what will be your tool to fight the battle? How many of you want to become a unique you? How many of you? How many of you want to be unique you? How many of you? Slowly hands are going up. Slowly. Okay. So, if you want to be unique, you have to fight. 1 minute. Okay. You have to fight the hardest battle, what I said. So, what is the tool you use? Criteria for achievement of the youth, that is unique you want to be. When I studied all the unique people, about 15 people I studied, scientists, technologists, literary workers, religious people, all of them when I study, they have 4 unique qualities. Why they are unique? Because they had 4 unique qualities. Number one, remember I am going to ask you, you have to hear carefully. Number 1 was they had a great aim in life. Number 1, great aim in life. All the people, unique people, they had a great, not small aim, great aim. Number 2, continuously they acquire the knowledge. Acquire the knowledge through great books, acquire the knowledge through great human beings, and acquire the knowledge through great teachers. Number 2 was acquiring continuously acquiring the knowledge. Number 3, of course, hard work. You have to sweat. Even though I am delighted, you are all sitting here, you are nice people. Third one is hard work. Hard work, sweat, sweat, sweat. Fourth one, perseverance. Any work, science work you do, technology work you do, or any work you do, there will be a problem. Problem should not become your master. You should become the master of the problem, defeat the problem, and succeed. It's called perseverance. What are the fourth point? Perseverance. First one, to be a unique person. Number 1, great aim. Number 2, very good acquiring the knowledge. Number 3, hard work. Number 4, perseverance. That is, you are not afraid of the problem. If you have, definitely you are going, you will be a, now you know how the unique personalities got evolved, and also you realize how to transform yourself into unique you. And above all, what you need, a willpower and confidence that you can achieve the great deeds. In this connection, let me recall a famous poem written 13th century by Persian Sufi poet Jalaluddin Rumi. Will you repeat with me, all of you? All of you, girls, boys, you are going to repeat with me. Ready? Wings to fly. Wings to fly. You are not eaten for 3 days. Wings to fly. I am born with potential. I am born with goodness and trust. I am born with ideas and dreams. I am born with greatness. I am born with confidence. I am born with wings. I am born with wings. So, I am not meant for crawling. I am not meant for crawling. Because I have wings. I will fly. I will fly. I will fly. How many of you will fly? So friends, my message to you young friends is that education gives you wings to fly. Education gives you wings to fly. Achievement comes out of fire in our subconscious mind that I will win. So each one of you assembled here, elsewhere, will have wings of fire. The wings of fire will indeed lead to knowledge, which will make you to fly. How many of you want to become a scientist, engineer? Scientist, engineer, how many of you? How many of you want to become a scientist, engineer? Okay, large number. Okay, down. Okay, down. Now tell me, how many of you want to become bureaucrats, IAS officers? IAS officers. Oh. Okay. How many of you want to become teachers? Teachers. Very good. How many of you want to become a good political leader? Oh, so many. Okay. One girl get up there who want to be a political leader. Get up. One girl get up. One girl who want to become a political leader. Get up. Yes, get up. Stand there, okay? Stand there. Only one. Sit down. Stand, only one. Can you hear me? Only one, okay. This side, political leader. This side, which fellow? Get up. Whoever first gets up, that's the guy. Okay, give a mic to that fellow. Give a mic. Fast. Get up, fellow. Tell me, get up. As a political leader, what will you do?
End the corruption. End the corruption.
What will you do?
End the corruption.
End the corruption. Fantastic fellow. Okay? Give the mic to the girl. Give the mic to the girl. One girl, only one girl. I don't have time to ask all of you. Sit down, sit down. All of you sit down. Don't sit down and calm and quiet. Okay, give to the girl. Get up, get up. Tell me, as a political leader, what will you do? Your friend said you want to remove the corruption. What will you do?
I will make India
Yes, yes.
a precious one. In
Fantastic.
front
girl.
of all.
Okay, very good. Very good. Now,
Superpower India.
okay, very good, very good. Good aim. Both of you have got a great aim. Great aim, guys. Now, how many of you want to walk in the Mars, walk in the moon? Astronaut. How many of you want to become astronaut? Astronaut. Nobody. Nobody. You have to lift your hand if you want. Lift your hand. Okay. Lift your hand boldly. Don't do like this. Lift your hand if you want to. So only few people are there. I will meet you there 2030 when I am 100 there. Okay. So friends, now so many of you want to become doctors, engineers, scientists, and walk in the moon, walk in the Mars. So many ambitions you have. For all of them, you have to have a great aim in life and acquire the knowledge and work for it, and perseverance you do, definitely you will achieve. Now, to realize the great aim, one should have the questioning mind. Let me share with you the experience of questioning mind. Now let me recall in the year, carefully you have to hear me because I am going to ask you questions. Now let me recall in the year 1970s, one side I had to work with Dr. P.H., I was a small scientist in those days, Dr. B.D. Pausat, with his sodium payload, with his counterpart in France, Professor Blomont. The same rocket launch would have the Longmire probe of Dr. Satya Prakash with his NASA counterpart. I still remember many successes came in getting the data from 60 to 20 kilometers on the atmosphere of structure using sodium payload, and also the Langmuir probe, another important experiment with magnetometer of Dr. Sastry with the research students. So it was a challenging task to work with Professor Sastry. Then comes my work with Professor Pokunko, a meteorological center of Moscow. What a delicate instrument he used. It was a beautiful thing to see Professor Pokunko's payload, radio frequency mass spectrometer. It finds out in the atmosphere what type of radio frequency exists. It was not only the science of measuring the atmospheric constituent, but payload looked beautiful also. Somehow I started liking Pokunko, and he day and night he worked. He's a great scientist. This type of experience, what I had at the young age when I was in my 20s, in those, all these sounding rock experiment, number of experiments I have done, and with various scientists of the world, that's how I gained the experience. Next point. Above all, this experience with Professor Vikram Sarabhai and his expert scientists really gave me to work with the greatest university, with the men of scientific eminence, nationally, internationally, with a scientific way of working. It was working, intellectual working, scientific, technological working, and above all, when the failure occurred, defeating the failure and succeeding were the greatest lesson learned from Professor Sarabhai's leadership. Now, friends, I am coming to one of the very important lessons I learned. Friends, I have always liked to sit in a class. Always when I visit schools and colleges of India and abroad, I would like to see how teacher teaches us and students interact. Just now I saw in you. Recently, I would like to see how recently I was in Andhra Pradesh in a one teacher school classroom up to 5th class. I was with the students in the evening at 7 p.m. in the outdoor class with full moon shining. Outdoor class with the full moon shining. Later, I realized that the outdoor class had a purpose, as visualized by the teacher. The teacher was teaching how children can be always happy. Dear children, you see the full moon. The teacher was teaching, see the full moon, the beautiful scene in the sky which brings smiles and cheers. Remember your smile, the family also, you smile, family also smiles. How many of you keep your parents happy? She was asking. Whole class lifted their hand, they said they will do it. I also lifted my hand with the 5th class students. Then the surprise came. The teacher said, moon is the natural satellite of planet Earth, isn't it? Moon is the natural satellite of the planet Earth. The teacher asked, dear children, can any one of you tell me what is the name of the artificial satellite our ISRO has launched around the Earth? Only one boy responded that ISRO launched Rohini satellites. Then teacher converted the class with the moon as a laboratory. She didn't have a laboratory, but moon on that day moon was shining. She converted moon as a laboratory. She had a cloth blackboard, as she already drawn it first day of the moon, after the new moon, how it looks, second day, third day, today the 15th day. That's why you are seeing the full moon radiating and beautiful light. She asked, moon gets light from where? She asked, moon gets light from where? Can you guess? Yeah, there was no reply at all. The teacher herself answered, moon gets the light from the sun. Very good. One teacher class one enjoyed particularly. I was astonished with the foresight of the teacher in organizing the class on full moon day and converting the moon as the laboratory for teaching. It's a new innovation. She is teaching astronomy for young boys and girls on the moonlit night, converting as a laboratory. Now let me talk to you, friends, the story of invention and inventors, discoveries and discoverers, which will inspire you to become great inventors and discoverers. Let us study important inventors and their invention. Just now we heard the Wright brothers, they discovered aircraft. George Eastman discovered film, color film. Thomas Edison just now said the light bulb. Alexander Graham Bell and the telephone. Now let us go to discoveries and discoverers' discoveries. Albert Einstein discovered what? Energy equations called Ag equal to mc square. Energy equation. Using that energy equation, people make atomic bomb. Using the energy equation, they generate the power also, electricity also generated. Srinivasa Ramanujan, can you remember? Number theory. He discovered the number theory. Chandrasekhar Subramanian is a Nobel laureate, and he discovered what is called Chandra limit. Using the equation Chandra limit, you can calculate how long sun will shine, how long our earth will survive, how long our moon will survive, and he has calculated. C.V. Raman, he discovered the Raman effect. With what is unique nature? When I say discoverers, inventors, what is the unique nature of thinking minds of discoverers and inventors of the world? Carefully hear me. Inventions and discoveries. Invention and discoveries have been constantly, the invention discoveries have emanated from creative minds that have been constantly working and imaging the outcome of the mind. With imaging and constant effort, all the force of the universe work for that inspired mind, thereby leading to invention or discoveries. I am sure the education system in Jamia Marcus institutions are providing challenging environment to the student for nurturing creativity and innovation. Friends, now I am going to narrate one or two incidents that took place in the life of the scientist who discovered the energy equation, Raman effect, and gave the new meaning to the number theory and gene targeting. Now, in Albert Einstein's life, we find that his interest in science started early, beginning with his encounter at the age of 9. At the age of 9, with magnetism, which is called the first miracle. His father gave a magnet, and from that he studied the magnetism. When he called it first miracle, he was given a campus by his father, and Einstein was endlessly fascinated by the fact that invisible forces could make an object move. The experience made a lasting impression on him. His interest in campuses was reinforced when he found a caring mentor to hone his ideas at the age of 12. He experienced second wonder in a little book given by his mentor, Max Talmud, with Euclidean plane geometry, which he called Holy Geometry Book. Einstein called this a second miracle. Here Einstein made contact with a realm of pure thought. Without experience, laboratories, or equipment, he could explore the universal truth limited only by the power of human mind. Mathematics became an endless source of pleasure to Einstein, and especially if intriguing puzzles and mysteries were involved, he solved it. The next person I am going to talk to you is birth of creativity in a difficult situation. A road boy, a boy who left in the road, he becomes a Nobel laureate. How? Mario Capaci had a difficult and challenging childhood for nearly 4 years. Capaci lived with his mother, and when World War II broke out, his mother, along with Bohemians, was sent to jail as a political prisoner. This lady left the child with some caretaker, and the boy lived, but he had a tough lifetime. He started sometimes living in the streets, and sometimes joining gangs of other homeless children, sometimes living in orphanages, and most of the time hungry. He spent the last year in the city of Emilia hospitalized for malnutrition. His mother finds him, takes him to the uncle in the United States of America, and there he specialized in a field what is called gene targeting. Gene targeting is a life science field. His objective was to do gene targeting, and the technology created by Dr. Mario Capaci won him the Nobel Prize in 2007 on gene targeting. And Nobel laureate Capaci life indeed reveals. Nobel laureate Capaci life indeed revealed. Will you repeat with me, all of you? Will you repeat? When I wish upon a star, when I wish upon a star, makes no difference who I am. Makes no difference who I am. Anything my heart desires will come to me. So, friend, with this background, let me now bring out the main characteristics of the scientist. Scientists should never say impossible. There is nothing impossible for them. In 1885, a famous professor, Professor Kelvin, he is a fellow of Royal Society, said, it is impossible to fly anything heavier than air. Right, brothers? 1903, they flew. So, on the successful completion of Moon mission 1969, von Braun, a very famous rocket designer, who built Saturn V to launch capsule with astronaut and made a moon walk reality in 1975, said, if I am authorized, I will remove the word from dictionary impossible. So, friends, it is a impossibility is not written in the dictionary of science. In conclusion, friends, apart from acquiring professional knowledge, all of you have to become a great human being. Keeping in this mind, I would like to talk about Imam Ghazali. Imam Ghazali Yes, saint. How many of you know Imam Ghazali? Imam Ghazali. You know, all of you know Imam Ghazali. Very good. I am going to give you a story about Imam Ghazali. My father narrated me a scene when Imam Ghazali was tested by Shaitan. You know Shaitan? How many of you seen him? You don't seen him. He is a transgressed angel. One day, Imam Ghazali was unfolding his prayer mat for Maghrib Namaz. At that time, the Shaitan Sahib appeared in front of the Imam and said, "Respected Imam Sahib, I am just now coming from heaven, where there was a discussion about great human beings, and you, Imam, have been judged as the best human being living on the earth. As a recognition of your great gesture, recognition of your stature, you have been exempted from the trouble of performing namaz in future." Shaitan says to Imam Ghazali. Imam Ghazali was restless as the namaz time was approaching. So he looked at Shaitan and said, "Shaitan Sahib, first of all, performing namaz is not a trouble at all. And when even Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was not exempted from performing namaz 5 times a day, how can a poor Imam like me be exempted?" "Thank you," he said. He went on to perform, Imam Ghazali went on to perform the namaz. When he completed the namaz, Imam Ghazali still saw Shaitan was standing, that fellow was still standing. Imam Sahib asked him what he was waiting for. Shaitan said, "Oh Imam, you have excelled even the most favored prophet, Adam. You could not win over my deception. I made him to eat the forbidden fruit." Realizing that Shaitan was flattering, Imam Sahib prayed to Allah, "O Almighty, help me and save me from the deception of the flattery," thus making the disappointed Shaitan finally disappear. His mission failed, Shaitan's mission had failed, but one of the great human beings succeeded. I am sure that the teachers of Jamia Marcus institution are empowering the students with such profound qualities needed for success in all our missions. My greetings and best wishes to all of you young friends for your success in your scientific mission. May God bless you all. Now, I have got oath for science students. Will you take the oath? You are tired. Then repeat with me. Science is a lifetime mission. I will work and succeed. Wherever I am, a thought will always come to my mind. That is what process or product I can innovate, invent and discover. Will you do? I realize I have to set a great scientific goal that will lead me to think high, work hard, persevere to realize the goal. My greatest friends will be great scientific minds, good teachers, and great books. I firmly believe that no problem can defeat me. Shaitan also cannot defeat me. I will become captain of the problem, defeat the problem, and succeed. I will work for what are you doing? I will work for removing the problem faced by planet Earth in the areas of water, energy, habitat, waste management and environment through the application of science. My national flag flies in my heart, and I will bring glory to my nation. Thank you. Very good, children. Now, friends, I can answer you 5 questions. Punraj ready? Punraj ready? Screen with your screen. 5 questions I'm going to answer you. Okay? Who will be the first one to ask question? Nobody. No. You don't ask anybody to get up. Okay? Only students. Only students. Okay. Get up. You don't guide anybody to get up. Okay? I will tell whom to ask. I will know whom to ask a question. Okay. Next row. Yes. Get up. Yes. Okay. That side, that enclosure one. Nobody there. I will go to next. You are not asking, I go to next.
Yes.
Okay, you go this side.
Good evening, sir. I am Fatima Sana of Marcus English Medium School. Sir,
Which class you are studying?
Sir, we consider your life as a great
Which class you are studying? Which standard you are?
8th standard.
Eh?
8th.
Yes, standard. Okay. What's your dream?
To be an IS officer.
IAS. Fantastic girl. Very good. Okay. So what's the question?
We consider your life as a great inspiration for our students.
What is the question?
My question is this, that we consider your life as a great inspiration for our students. So, can you suggest some success tips that had inspired you the most?
Fantastic girl you are. Fantastic. You know, when I was a 10-year boy, you are 13, right? You are 13. When I was a 10-year boy, I was in the 5th class. Okay, 5th class primary Panchayat school in Rameshwaram. There one day teacher came in the blackboard. He said, I am going to teach how a bird fly. He put a sketch of a bird, put a wing, put a tail, nose, started explaining. Then the evening he took us to the seashore, showed how seagulls fly, why they flap the wing, how change the direction. My teacher, the way he taught me when I was a 10-year boy, not only I learned how a bird flies, but also that day he injected me aim in life, okay? I learned the aim in life, what should be my life. Then I took physics, then I took aeronautical engineering, I became a rocket engineer, I became a space technology, started flying, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
This side, yes, get up. The last fellow, yourself. Yes.
I'm always from Marcus English Medium and I'm in 12th standard.
Wait, 5th standard.
12th.
12th standard, what subject you have taken?
I have taken computer science.
Computer
and
science.
maths.
Okay.
And my question is, according to the atoms.
According to?
Atom.
Atom.
Yeah. As we all know that electrons are going around, that means they are revoluting around the nucleus. So what force keeps it revoluting?
Well, I believe every one of us is made of atom, you know?
Yeah, everyone.
The whole universe is made of atom, this body.
Yes.
This body made of atom. You are made of atom, I am made of atom. Only thing is atom, how it is organized. Of course, atom has got electron and positron are there, but these are all the electrically connected, and definitely the new discovery is on photon. On photon, it has a mass. Photon has a mass. That is going to be a big revolution in the thinking of the atom and the atomic science. Okay?
But the question is that what force keeps the electron revoluting around the nucleus? That means
No, any body rotates. When anything rotates, that's a centrifugal force, that's a centripetal force. It's counter each other. If one electron rotating, another electron rotating, all of them finally each other cancel each other, and stability is maintained.
That means it doesn't follow.
Stability is maintained. Okay. Okay.
That means it doesn't follow the rules of, that means the law of motions, because no force has been exerted on it.
No force.
It's been exerted on it from
No,
external
see what I'm saying. For example, you take after all an example.
Yeah.
Earth is orbiting its own axis. Earth rotates around the sun.
Yes.
How Earth orbits around the sun last 5 billion years? Because the rotational speed, what you have, the rotational speed,
Yes.
it is sufficient to keep any other forces coming in to counter and cancel it. So that is the law of physics. Law of physics.
Yes.
Okay, next
Thank
question.
Good evening, sir. My name is Rafiq. I am one of the student of Marcus College of Sharia. My question is
What class you are studying?
PG.
Okay.
Just as Einstein was thrown into the deep sorrow by the impact of little boy drawn in Hiroshima, your very excellent title, that is the Missile Man of India, it really makes you proud or disappointed.
Well, now Einstein when he discovered E equal to mc square, he didn't say you make an atom bomb, or he didn't say you make the power generation. He given the discovery. By using the discovery, you can generate electricity, you can generate a bomb also. Now, as far as I am concerned, I worked in ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, that puts satellites because it can finally put a communication satellite, and hundreds of transponders will be there. It connects thousands of villages, so it is very useful. Okay, you should be happy. When I make missiles, because all around me, the nations have got a missile and weapons. Naturally, I cannot do dabas. Okay, so my nation has been strong enough. That's why India have become a nuclear weapon state.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? Okay, sufficient? Last row. Only front row guys asking question. Last row fellow.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fantastic. What's your question?
Sir, you are against corruption and Anna Hazare too. Then why don't you support him?
Support whom?
Anna Hazare.
You are, what is subject you are studying?
I am for commerce.
Eh?
Commerce.
Commerce. You
Commerce.
specialize in commerce, became either IAS officer and chartered account, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Last row, only now last row. Only last row, not front row. Last row, this side or that side. One question. Last row, you are in the first row. You guys sit down.
Good evening, sir.
Where are you? No, you are in the first row. Last row. Where? Okay. Okay. Ask her. You are in the middle row. Okay.
My name is Bridget Agustin. I am from Kumbara Fatima B Memorial High Secondary School. I am studying in +1 science. My question is that in Japan, when tsunami and earthquake take place, the explosion of a nuclear power station causes many destructions there. I also hear that you are supporting such nuclear projects in India.
Nuclear?
Sir, nuclear projects in India.
Nuclear projects. No, you mean Kudankulam?
Yeah.
Kudankulam.
Sir, can you ensure the safety of such projects in India?
Yeah, I have visited all the seashore nuclear power plants of India. I have studied, and particularly Kudankulam, and they got 4 safety features. Each safety feature is interlocked, and one of the very modern plants. One should not be afraid. We need a clean power, solar power, clean power, nuclear power. Okay, you have to work for it. Okay.
Sir,
Okay, next question.
Sir.
Next question, dear. Okay, friends. Last question you will ask. Now, there's a big program going on in the country.
Yes, sir.
What is called Innovation Foundation. Innovation Foundation, Indian Innovation Foundation, There's a group of people, good budget they have. Every year they locate grassroots innovators from different parts of the world.
Yes, sir.
They discover about 100 to 150 innovators and they award them and see their patent make and see their product produced. So innovation, a trend is starting now, but we have to do a lot. We have to do a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, friends, wish you all the best. God bless you.